Hi, good morning, everyone, and welcome to our latest ABTA member video conference call. I'm Danny Wayne, ABTA's Head of Membership, and I'm going to be hosting today's session. We will shortly be joined by Shelley Beresford, ABTA's Head of Brand and Marketing, who is going to tell us all about ABTA's newly launched Travel with Confidence campaign that's here to support your business in the lead up to the busy summer period. After that, we'll move on to our live Q&A as usual, where you'll have the opportunity to get your questions answered and addressed on wider topics and industry issues. If a question comes to you during the session, please drop them in the Q&A box on Zoom, and I'll keep an eye out for those as we go through. This is the final call for ABTA's annual member survey, which closes this week. It's a short survey which should take no longer than 10 minutes of your time and was emailed out to the primary contacts that we hold on file for your business back on Wednesday, the 17th of April. Thank you to all of those who've already taken part and completed the survey. The survey this year covers everything from ABTA's core member services to engagement events and much more. We do review all member feedback and take it on board, and the annual member survey is one of those key opportunities for you to share your ideas, suggestions, and to engage with us. So I'd encourage you, if you haven't done so already, please do grab yourself a cuppa today and take some time to complete the survey. We'd really, really appreciate it. Turning now to our main session, I'd like to hand over to Shelley Beresford, ABTA's Head of Brand and Marketing. Good morning, Shelley.
Morning, Danny. Thank you very much. Morning, everybody. I hope everyone is well this morning. I'm just going to do our Travel with Confidence campaign under the umbrella The time is now. So this was our last Travel with Confidence campaign of the ABTA year in a lead up to, obviously, as Danny said, the busy summer months. But we're really looking at this campaign aiming at those people that perhaps haven't booked their summer holidays yet, and encouraging them to do so, encouraging them to look for the ABTA logo and book with one of our members. So I just wanted to give you some of the highlights of the campaign. Just taking you back, we launched this year's Travel with Confidence, the fuller campaign back in November with a Dream It phase. So getting people ready for that peak booking period, asking them to dream about holiday in those dark winter months before the Christmas crazy took over. And we did that with working with some influencers across social media. And that went really well, and it was just sort of a nice warm-up, encouraging people to dream about sunnier times, sunnier and warmer places, and that led us into the Book It phase of the campaign, which we started really in December, sort of early December, with some radio advertising, and that ran through to the end of February with lots of activity across social media, working with influencers again, as I say, the radio advertising, and also some host-read podcast sponsorship this time as well. We've just got one of the videos that we used to just show you if you haven't seen it before.
That confidence, that peace of mind that your hard-earned cash is going to get you a holiday of a lifetime. You are getting the highest quality holiday and that peace of mind as well.
So just to say on those videos, actually, they are all available for you as members to use if you'd like to. If you get in touch with Den Ashby, we can get them sort of zipped up and sent across for you, or they're available for you to download on the marketing toolkit on abta.com in the member zone. So please feel free to grab those and use them. They don't talk about any particular member in advance. It's just all about sort of your customers saying why they always book their holiday with an ABTA member, and we did 6, if I remember rightly, and they're about 15 seconds each. So they are really, they're short, they're snappy, and they can be used as part of your normal business as usual marketing across social. This leads us on, I've just sort of put in some of the headlines from yesterday, in fact, here, talking about the 3rd and final Travel with Confidence launch, and you might have seen it in the trades there. We launched the campaign yesterday on Heart Digital, so that plays across the UK, and we are also looking at our social activity went live yesterday as well. We're working with some influencers, which I'll talk about in just a second. But yeah, who are we aiming at for this time around? Well, we're aiming at those decision makers. So the female, the family market, the guys that haven't perhaps booked their family holiday for this year yet, as I sort of mentioned earlier, along with the younger audience as well. We focused on the younger audience throughout this whole campaign, actually, this year. And we partnered with the Student Room, which is an online student forum that's got over 100,000 UK students signed up to, and we had a forum takeover back in December, in January, and we're actually doing that again this time round, again encouraging students to think about their summer plans, or the importance of working with a travel professional and looking for the ABTA logo when they're going to book their next holidays. What's our call to action always with the Travel with Confidence campaign is look for the ABTA logo when you're researching and booking your holidays. So the radio ads, if you can play them for us, Danny.
It's time to get your summer sizzling. It's time to discover the holiday you deserve. Grab that getaway deal and head off with confidence. Just look for a travel company with the ABTA logo. ABTA. Travel with confidence. Head to abta.com. Let's make this moment last.
Hopefully you could hear all that. The Moloko soundtrack was a bit sketchy for me in the background, but we're using Moloko timers now on the radio ads. I heard it in situ earlier. I've been listening to Heart religiously for the past sort of 24, 36 hours, trying to hear, making sure everything is live. And trust me, they are live and they sound really, really good. So anyone who can remember that Moloko tune from way back then, hopefully that sort of resonates and gets people in the holiday spirit as well. Alongside that, as I mentioned earlier, we'll be doing quite a lot of influencer activity, and that's set to go live just at the beginning of June. And we are working with 3 influencers across 3 social channels. Somebody that we worked with before, Janie Travels, she's more of the family market, and we worked with her at the beginning of the campaign back in November. And we've got a couple of new influencers, and I looked at some of the content yesterday actually, and it's really fun, and they're going to be across YouTube and, for the first time for us, TikTok, which makes me slightly nervous, I'm not going to lie, but actually the content's looking really good. I'm excited for ABTA to be on the channel as well, and the influencers that we've chosen for TikTok, they're really, really good. I obviously can't remember their names offhand now I'm talking to you, but I can send them around afterwards so you guys can have a look out for when all that activity is live as well. We're also doing a number of things ourselves, and looking at our social creative there. We're doing a lot of stuff in-house across Facebook and Instagram, a lot to do with the videos. And we, again, all that call to action is looking for the logo when you go to book your holiday. So it's a flavour of something there. Here is just some of the creative that we're using on that student room forum takeover. So obviously something bright, some inspiring, peer-to-peer imagery there, which is hopefully get people thinking about their holidays for this summer. And if they haven't already booked something, going to abta.com and looking for an ABTA member and getting their summer started, really. We launched a consumer competition yesterday, and we'd really love you all to get behind it. Share any socials around this. There's some fantastic prizes up for grabs. Predominantly there's some ABTA travel money, £500 worth of whatever currency people need, or £300 for the photographers. And we've got these sound links, so little mini speakers for people to take on holiday, which is always like a really great prize. The idea is to go and see what sort of holiday escape people are more suited to. So it's not an onerous competition. It's really easy to get involved with, and it would be fabulous for you to get behind that, share across your socials as well, so we can get that ABTA look for the logo message far and wide. So competition is, we've had quite a few entries already, actually, just been running for the last 24 hours. So that's great as well. So just looking at some of our latest brand sentiment, and you might have seen this already, we've had various coverage across some of the trade publications, and Den and my colleague Laura did an in conversation with video, which was posted on the ABTA community group on Facebook, about our latest brand tracking results, which took place in March. So really, really, really still kind of hot off the press. We've had such fantastic results this time round. An increase of 25% of people who are more likely to book with an ABTA member. That's up at 89% at the moment. Again, 68% only trust companies that are members of ABTA, which is a huge 11% increase. Some of the ones we've bolded out in here, which I think will hopefully be music to your ears. 47% are willing to pay more for a holiday booked through an ABTA member. That's up 12% from the last time that we surveyed people. So huge increase in some of the stats here. Really, really exciting. And obviously we had all of that lovely and sentiment around sort of the confidence, reassurance, expertise, reliability, all those kinds of things that are associated with ABTA, and therefore associated with you guys as an ABTA member as well. So really, really positive brand sentiment stats this time round, which is why we've gone all out with this third phase of the campaign to really try to engage with people and get them to, if they haven't, as I say, if they haven't booked their summer holidays, to really get that booked now, knowing that they can get a great holiday for what they, for the price they're willing to pay for it. So really, really good stats. They actually, I think, speak for themselves in some ways as well. And then how can you get involved? Really, really simply, just use your logo. We're always telling people this is our core message. Look for the ABTA logo when you book your holiday. So please, please, please use yours in your promotion, your marketing, all the comms that you do. We're regularly putting promotions and things on the Facebook community group. If you're part of that group, please share that. If you're not part of that group, please join that group. It's your group. We also put regular promotions on other travel groups, some of the other industry channels out there, so by all means share those as well. You guys are ABTA members, so you know, if we're going out and saying this stuff all the time, definitely say, you know, come and speak to us, we're an ABTA member as well. We are looking to launch a member competition next week. We've got a very exciting prize, so we'd love for you to get involved as well, something that you can win, and just share all of our social activity, use it, post it to your customers, let us do the hard work for you. We've spent so much time creating all these assets that are either in the marketing toolkit, which is available for you guys to use, or as I say, you can get hold of us, you can sort of email Den, or you can email me, and we'll send everything over for you to use. So let us do the lead work. We've done the hard work for you. So yeah, what I would say is get onto Heart, have it playing in the background, see if you can hear it. It does sound really, really good on the radio at the moment, and have a look out for all the content across the social.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Shelley. I love a bit of Moloko there on a morning to get us in the mood for booking a holiday. And I do hope you'll come back and share the results of the campaign with us in the coming months as well. I'm sure it will be a great success. Now, moving on, before we get into our Q&A, one date for your diary. Our next video conference call will take place in its usual slot at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, the 11th of June. I do know already that we'll be having a financial protection update delivered by Lisa Kingman, ABTA's Senior Financial Protection Manager there. If you'd like to submit a question or suggest a topic for that session for us to cover next month, please do get in touch. You can mention it during the registration process for the next video conference call, or feel free to drop me an email and I can take care of that for you. Now, moving into our live Q&A, I'm conscious we've already had some questions that were really specific beforehand, so we've already dealt with those and answered those or taken them offline. But if there's anything else, please feel free to pop it in and ask it now. Otherwise, we can look forward to taking that forward to the next session. So it doesn't look like there's anything coming through right now. So thank you all for joining us once again. As usual, the recording of today's video conference call will be uploaded to the Member Zone on abta.com. Our next video conference call will be held on Tuesday, the 11th of June. Please look out for your invitation via email, which will be sent out in the coming weeks. And you can also access it via the ABTA Today newsletter as well, that goes out every Thursday around about 2 p.m. That's all from me today. Thanks a lot for joining us, and I hope you enjoy a great rest of the week.